Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Trading with Ashley show. I am coming at you from Tesla Studio. Tesla has been running. It is really hitting some new local highs, which is very exciting for those Tesla investors, and that includes me. But today, what I wanted to talk to you about is something really cool that I wanted to share with my audience. So, most of you know that I am a full time trader, and as most professional traders do, I like to evaluate all of my trades over the weekend, take a look at what is working really well, what I can tweak, and something that I discovered. I just said, this is too good not to share. I continue to be able to repeat the same trade over and over again with the NASDAQ, the QQQ, and it has been consistently profitable for me. So I'm going to take you through what my entries are and why I continue to go back to this well, because it continues to just print money. And this is a wonderful, safer way to trade for those of you that are a little bit scared from high volatility stocks. You can trade the NASDAQ, which provides great premiums, but it is a blended ETF of 100 companies, and that makes it a little bit less volatile. But because we are dealing with technology companies, it adds a little bit more premium than just trading the SPY. But what I am going to show you is this year alone, I have taken a little bit over $225,000. I think it's $232,000. I have invested it in a combination of leaps and skips in the Qs, and in 6 months, I have more than doubled that. So I am sitting well over $500,000 now, and all of that growth has been a result of choosing the right entry to get into leaps and skips on the Qs. So I'm going to show you what indicator I use and how this works. But let me just give you a real quick rundown of what leaps and skips are and how I use them in combination to continue to take profit along the way. So most of you are pretty familiar with a LEAPS, LEAPS. It is a longer term call or put option that goes out a year or more. Now, I like to complement my LEAPS with something called a SKIP. SKIP. It is a term I actually trademarked, and I define it as an option that goes out 3 to 9 months. And the reason I like to use these in conjunction with my leaps is it takes that big question mark off the table. When do I take profit on a leaps that continues to grow? I actually paid extra for the leaps to go far out. You will see in my example, my leaps went out all the way to December of 2027. Well, it has been in profit for quite some time, but there is well over a year left in the life of this leaps, so I don't want to dare cut myself short and get out of it early. So skips are the answer. You will see that I continue to purchase skips on the Qs, and those I will cash in early, which is great because that allows me to be a responsible trader and take profit along the way, but I am allowing that leaps to continue to grow. There's a lot of life left in it, and I definitely don't want to cut myself short on such an incredible investment. Now, this has turned out to be my largest investment for the year, and it's also offering me significant profit. Now, when you are dealing with individual stocks, I like to limit myself to about 10% in any one ticker. But when you're dealing with a blended ETF like the SPY or the Qs, I'll go in much heavier because there's already diversification in the ETF itself. So when we have pullbacks and you're wondering, gosh, there's so many stocks to choose from, what should I select? Consider selecting something like the Qs or the SPY. That way you get that blended growth, and it's a little bit safer to take those trades than individual stocks themselves. Okay, let's go into the computer, and I'm going to show you what I have discovered, and you are welcome to use this to apply it to your trades in the future. However, this is not investment advice. I am not a financial advisor, so you must do your own due diligence. Let's go into the specific trade so that I can show you exactly what I did. We're going to start right here at this $400 call. It expires December the 17th. It still has 824 days to expiration, but I purchased this on April the 7th when everything was blood red that day. I remember specifically going shopping for this trade. Now here's the trade. I invested $177,000 for 20 leaps call options on the Qs. And let's see what they are worth now. Those same trades, 20 of them, that I spent $177 on, they are now worth $452,000. That's a 155% return. So you are seeing that they have profited almost $275,000. This was an incredible trade, and I'm going to show you what I was looking at when I actually made the decision to take this trade. Now, let's go look at a few more trades that I actually made on the Qs. Let's look at this one. This one is a $500 call option. It expires in June of 2026. Well, this fits in that category of a skip that I was sharing with you. I purchased this on August the 1st. You're going to see exactly why I purchased it on that day. I bought 5 of these. I invested $45,000, and let's see what they're worth right now. Here we are, just a very short time later. We are at $57,000. They have appreciated 25%. And you can see the gain right now is $11,651. Now, I will more than likely take profit on these as we probably get to maybe March of next year. That will allow me to continue to let this call option run on the Qs, and I will take profit on this one when the time is right. Let's look at another LEAPS that I purchased. This one is at $540. It also expires in December of 2027, so it has a lot of time left, 824 days. I purchased this one on September the 2nd, so I haven't had it very long, but look, it's already profiting. You can see I put in almost $11,000, and today it sits at $12,375. That is a 13% improvement in less than a month. So this is very exciting, and this is why I really like investing in the Qs. Now let me show you why I selected the entries on each and every day that I made this choice. Let's look on the chart for the NASDAQ, and I'm going to show you why I selected the dates that I did to actually buy these skips and leaps. So if you look right here on April the 7th, most of you probably remember April the 7th. It was a rough day. And so if you see right here, we were down at the bottom of the Bollinger Band. At the time, we were close to the 200-day moving average. And so I had gone in so heavy on that date because we were at a significant moving average. The higher you go in the amount of days that you are considering for the moving average, the better deal you're getting on any equity, especially if you're looking at a blended ETF like the Qs. So April the 7th, we were really low. We were closer to the 200-day moving average. Now let's go look at the second purchase that I made, and that was on August the 1st. You can see right here, it's another low point. At that particular time, we were also close to the 50-day moving average. Now, one more purchase that I made, let's go look at that. That was on September the 2nd. Right here on September the 2nd, you see again, we were at a low point. It was the 50-day moving average. So there's a theme here. I don't know that we're going to go back down to the 200-day moving average. I think that would be rather dramatic this year. But if we do get back to the 50-day moving average, then I'm going to go in yet again. So as we stand right now, that 50-day moving average is right here at around 582. So I don't know what's going to happen after the FOMC decision this week. But if the market decides to take profit and sell off, and we do in the coming weeks, maybe this month, maybe even in October, we get back down to the 50-day moving average, that's the point that I will finish out my position for the year on the Qs. Now, for those of you that actually want to take some of the guesswork out of all of this and you want to see all of my trade signals real time, well, you can do that. You can join my community. All you have to do is click the link below. You book a very brief call so that we can do a short interview, show you the community, and you can decide if it's right for you. If so, I have done my homework and I have a lot of incredible trades shaping up for this week, and I would love for you to have exposure to that. Hopefully, I will see you soon on the inside. Remember, if you're with me, Trading with Ashley, there is no trader left behind. Now, if you are inspired by watching this video on the leaps and the Qs, I have another video that's perfect for you. You can watch that right here.